It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
After what we saw last week, over 400 yards passing, the obvious thing is to go talk to him. I want to talk to his receivers, and boy, were they enthusiastic about what happened then, and they can't wait for this week's game.
He was hitting them outside, over the middle, everywhere, and for his efforts, of course, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
2nd and 16.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got the hook up to Floyd.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
The numbers for him from a week ago, and you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
On the move to his left.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cole. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Dayo Dangbo there to make the play defensively. The Dolphins at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Jets are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 83 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they've built this winning streak, and that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 11. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Connects with Cole again. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On first down, Cole. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff up the middle. Easily. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
This a 27-yard attempt here.
Patterson's kick is good.
And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now a give, right side, easily, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Davis now.
He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Operating from the gun, Davis.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Davis finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw. Davis. And this is going to be incomplete. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Out to Cole on the right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, we know the guys up front have to protect when it's a pass play, but it's really out wide. Sometimes you're going to swing a tight end or maybe even offensive tackle to get out there, but most of the time it's fellow wide receivers, and they really weren't up to the task there, were they?
Do you like that call on your own side of the field?
I don't mind that call at all, just about anywhere. But the key is you have to have the confidence, and then they have to execute their blocking assignments. Otherwise, you get the end result we just saw there.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Jets will take over.
A first update now out of Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one moving forward as we wrap up the first month of NFL football. Now he dumps this off over the middle. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down. Off play action. Davis. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Operating from the gun, Davis firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be fourth down.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. Last week, good result. They were able to beat the Detroit Lions, and now they are on the good side of the scoreboard right now as well.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down, eluding the pressure right. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Dayo Odeyingbo.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. What else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
They'll drop the throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
Gets past one man. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Davis. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Braden Mann now
as he's on to punt for New York. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along, and hope someone would come free.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Easily down to about the 22 here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards to pick up, first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Dancing to his left. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Easily. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle.
For it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Throwing to start the drive. Davis. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Davis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off play action. Davis. Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Up the middle they go. Easily. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Easily.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
Operating from the gun, Davis. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense.
There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
Groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups. Right?
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Dayo Odeyingbo. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly. But that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
On 2nd down now, it's Cole. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
On 2nd down, Easley. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd down, Easley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Now Davis on 1st and 10.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Davis.
There's Trimble, the tight end.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing on 2nd and long. Davis, throw right side, caught by Ridley. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Titans on top as that one draws close to halftime.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Titans still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it.
Well, the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Here's Davis from the gun on 3rd down.
That caught by Trimble. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 2nd down now. Easily. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Out to his left. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, It's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
They'll run on first down easily, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground easily. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now back to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
20.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Davis now throwing to start the drive. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Easily. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. From the gun on 3rd down, Davis. And he wisely will throw that one away. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And his kick here is good. And it will tie things up at 6-6.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground easily. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Open man is Waddle, complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Miami. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out come the Jets. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking to throw on second down. Davis.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Davis throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, it's Cole, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they go. Easily. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff up the middle. Cole. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football, all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5. Able to. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. On 2nd and 9. Davis. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now Davis to throw on 3rd down. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
To throw again on 2nd down. Davis. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The offense on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, Easley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Throwing on 1st down. Davis. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
And it's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Now Lewis selects to return it. And he returns this to the 22.
New York set to take the field.
And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth.
Here's Davis throwing after the interception. Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here.
And they are in an absolutely golden spot. It's first and goal following the fumble return.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. On second down now, it's Cole. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. Up the middle they go. Cole. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
They'll look to throw here. The quick slant caught. Touchdown Dolphins. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead.
We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
Take it in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, a 7-point margin. It's 20-13 now. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Easily takes it to about the 37. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. It's Cole. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Cole. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the traiing facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Easily. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. 2nd and 9 now. And this is Floyd, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. They'll set up to throw. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Up the middle they go. Easily. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Cole, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll try the left side. Cole. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cole. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Patterson's kick is good.
And the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So the Jets now down by 10. And time, a huge factor. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. Davis now on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Game in hand, the offense takes the knee.
Second and 11.
Up the middle they go. Cole. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
The victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching Coaching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Miami, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they're going to fall to